what I'm going to do is I'm going to base what I'm going to do next on the fact that each person is going to be full case credit active. Okay. And we're going to build a manager business over a 6-month period to help somebody who starts today to get to that manager position over a 6-month period. Okay. And during that 6-month period, we want to build a team of 30 people that are each doing 4 case credits a month. Okay. And if, it might be that you might go manager with 20 people in your team. Okay, so what we'll do then is help you to expand that 20 people to 30 people so that you've got a good manager business, not just an average manager business. Okay, so if you've got 30 people in your team doing 4 case credits a month, which is £1,000, euros, or dollars. So that means that you've got a turnover of £30,000, euros, or dollars going on in your business. And the team building bonus that you get on that business is going to be 5, 10, or 13% on each person. Each of those 30 people, you earn 5, 10, or 13% bonus, depending on where they are to where you are in the marketing plan. Okay, but if you add up 5, 10, and 13 and divide by 3, it works out at 9.9 or something like that. So we're going to round it off to 10% overall. Okay, so 30 people doing 4 case credits, that's 30 times 1,000 equals 30,000 turnover in your business. Okay, and your team building bonus is going to be an average of 10% of that, which equals £3,000, euros, or dollars per month. Okay, so when we talk to a new person about getting to the manager position, and it might be that some people want to go further than that because they're looking for a 60k income or 100k income, then we're going to be talking to them about building a team of 30 FBOs that are all active so that they can earn 3,000 a month. It might be that they're not so active themselves, so we're not going to build the business for them. And if they're not so active, they might become a manager with just 20 FBOs, and that's fine. So their income is going to be about 2,000 a month, not 3,000. So it's relative, okay? But to be honest, it's just as easy to work with 5 people and help them to work with 5 people as it is to do anything else. And the other thing to remember, as part of the marketing plan, is that it's easier to do this business faster than it is to do it slow. And what I mean by that is that people are more attracted to something that's moving quickly than moving slowly. Okay, so if you were to build a business over a 6-month period, or help somebody to build a business over a 6-month period, to achieve this, how many people do you think at the moment that you could talk to that are out there looking for something that would be attracted to being able to create a £3,000 a month income over a 6-month period, working part-time alongside what they're doing? I mean, God, that is so exciting. That is so attractive. Okay, but here's the thing, guys. The reason why I want to talk about the marketing plan is because you need to be able to explain or to express to your prospect the possibilities of being able to do that, and the fact that you've got the confidence that you're going to do it, and that if they're up for it, if they're open to it, you can do it with them. Okay, so you've got to have that. You've got to have that mental attitude. You've got to have that, that confidence, that you know, it's, if it is to be, it's up to me, sort of thing, you know, and I'm just gonna do this, you know, and what we have said to people many times in the past, and we still say it now, is that, you know, we're looking for 5 or 6 people to actually do this with over the next 6 months. You know, we've got 3 of those people already in place. We're just looking for another 2. We'd love you to be one of them. If it's not for you, that's absolutely fine, but you've got the opportunity. I'm talking to you before I talk to somebody else, you know, and you've got to give that sort of confidence. Okay, so so the reason I sort of went through that, you know, we've got lots of stuff on the GLC groups about Going Manager and things like that, but you know, the basics of our marketing plan is all about 4 case credits. 4 case credits is approximately £1,000, euros or dollars at the retail value, because that's what we get paid on. And by the way, every single network marketing company that I'm aware of gets paid on the wholesale value of the turnover, or even a percentage of the wholesale value. And we get paid, and I don't know any other company that does this, 100% of the retail value. A huge difference. So when you're, so somebody says to you, so how does the money work? So what you need to be able to do is, I mean, one option you could say to them is, look, okay, so rather than me try and explain it to you now, okay, what I'll do is I'll send you a link to a video, and you can watch the video and it will tell you how it works. And you can do that, you know, and I think that, you know, at the moment, most people would do that. But over a period of time, wouldn't it be nice, wouldn't it be great if you could actually get yourself into a position where you didn't have to send them the link and say, right, give me a napkin, I'll show you. And you do a napkin presentation there and then. I mean, what would that do? How would that boost your confidence? How would that boost your image as far as the prospect's concerned? They're saying, you're not just giving me a link and sending me to a video, you're doing it. I want to be sponsored by you. You know, that's the difference. That's why it's worth it. So I'm not saying you should do this now. What I'm saying is that what I'm going to do now is already on the Academy, so you can watch it as many times as you like. My recommendation is to practice it until you can do it without looking. You know, and even now, 27 years later, I get so motivated doing this. It's my favorite part of the whole business. Okay, so you're talking to somebody, you've got a piece of paper, and on this piece of paper, what you need to do is you need to draw 4 squares, because there are 4 areas of income. You can say, right, in our business, we've got 4 areas of income. The first area of income is the retail profit. Okay, and you know, the retail profit ranges from 30% to 48%. You can earn 30 to 48% profit for recommending the products that virtually sell themselves. We have a saying that if you get the products in them or on them, the products will sell the products. Okay, so that's the first area of income. The second area of income is the team building bonus. Find some people that would also like to earn 2,000 a month on a part-time basis, or 3,000 a month. Okay, and show them the opportunity, add them to the GLC group, bring them into your team. We'll help you do that, and you get paid a bonus on what they do. And the bonus you get paid is somewhere between 5% and 13% of everything they do every month and their teams. Okay, and the third area of income is the royalty bonus. So the royalty bonus is what you get paid for developing leaders. So when you get to the manager position, And imagine this, you've got 30 people in your team, you're a manager, working part-time, you're earning 3,000 a month, pounds, euros, or dollars. How many of those 30 people would also like to be earning 30,000 a month, 3,000 a month? They can earn 30 if they want, but that comes after. Okay, so you know, there's going to be half a dozen, 10 of those people. Okay, so when you help them to get the royalty bonus, you get paid a 6% royalty bonus on a first generation manager, 3% royalty bonus on the manager that they create, and then 2% on a third generation. I'm going to explain how that works in a moment. Okay, and then on top of that, the fourth area are the incentives, the goodies. You know, and you know, we've got international trips, we've got profit share schemes, we've got a car program. There are lots of incentives over and above these 4 areas of income. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how each one of these work. So instead of drawing it out on what I would normally do, I would draw the 4 squares on one piece of paper, and I would just, on one piece of paper, I would just fill in each of the 4 squares. But for this purpose, I'm going to use one clean whiteboard for each square, all right, because otherwise it gets a bit complicated. So the first area of income, we're talking about the retail profit. So retail is when you purchase the products from the company and you sell the products to a customer, or they go into your website, your online shop, and they purchase products, you make a retail profit. Okay, and that retail profit increases as you develop in the business. So we've got various positions in the marketing plan. So the first thing is we've got a preferred customer. And a preferred customer is somebody that just registers in order to purchase the products direct from the company with a discount, and they can have a 5% discount from the company. They're not building a business, they're just a customer. Okay, so then we have an assistant supervisor. An assistant supervisor is somebody that wants to build a business, wants to create an income of 500 a month, 1,000 a month, 3,000, 10,000, whatever they want is their goal. But in order to do any of those things, they need to register, they need to purchase their starter pack or a certain amount of loose products within a 2-month period to get to that assistant supervisor level. And as an assistant supervisor, they make a 30% retail profit plus, if they're 4Case credit active, which is what I spoke about on the previous whiteboard, they get an extra 5% as well. So they're going to make, they've got access to 35% profit on everything they do. Okay, so if they did their 1,000 pounds, euros, or dollars, they would make 350 pounds, euros, or dollars. Okay, so what they can do is they can start to build a team, and then they become a supervisor. Now, a supervisor still buys and sells the products at the same price. We all buy and sell at the same price. So we all get a 30% discount, but the supervisor, because they progressed in the business, they actually get an 8% bonus instead of a 5%. They get a 3% pay rise. So that means they make 38%. And if they were to do their 1,000 pounds, euros, or dollars in business in a month, they would make 380 pounds, euros, or dollars. So what they do then is they help some of the people in their team to become a supervisor, and that makes them an assistant manager. You see, they're on their way to the manager position. They want to become a manager because that's where you make the most money. And as a manager, as an assistant manager, they make a 30% retail profit. They get a 30% discount, plus they get a 13% bonus as long as they're 4Case credit active. If they're not 4Case credit active, they just make the 30%. If they are full case credit active, they get these extra bonuses. Okay, so that means they're going to make 430 pounds, euros, or dollars on the £1,000 euros or dollars business that they do. And then the top position is the manager position, where they still buy and sell at the same price, 30% discount, plus now they get an 18% bonus. Okay, and that means that they've got the option to make a 48% profit on that 1,000 that they do, which is 480 pounds, euros, or dollars. So let me ask you a question. Okay, would you rather make 350 or 480 for doing the same job? That's what I would ask my prospect. And what they're saying to me is, well, of course, 480. And through this presentations, what you want is lots of yeses, lots of, well, of course. You know, because what you're doing is you're building this presentation up to get them registered into your team, to get them excited, and to give you lots of yeses, you know, and that's the beauty about doing it live, because you can get those yeses and those of courses, but you can't get that in a video. Okay, so again, I'm not expecting you to be able to do this now. It's going to take you a little while to learn it, but please take that time, because once you know it, you will know a lot more about this business. You'll know a lot more about making plans and what you can achieve and where you should spend your time. Okay, so that's the first area of income, which is the retail side of our business. So that's just one of 4 areas of income. Okay, so the second area of income is the team building bonus. Okay, so this is a bonus that you get paid for building your team, for bringing people into Forever. So the company, Forever Living, is going to pay you a bonus for doing that, because it's not Forever Living that's bringing the people in, it's you. So they're going to pay you for doing it. Okay, and what I'm going to do for this purpose is I'm actually going to promote you to the manager position. So congratulations, you're a manager. Well done. Okay, you've reached the giddy heights of a manager, and as a manager, you make an 18% bonus on everything that you personally do. I'm not going to talk about the 30% now, because I'm not talking about retail profit. I'm talking about team building bonus. So I'm just going to talk about the bonuses. So as a manager, you make an 18% bonus. Now, let's say that you've got an assistant supervisor in your team, somebody that you've just brought into your team. They're really excited because they want to create an income that would allow them to give up the job they hate or whatever, you know. And as an assistant supervisor, they've registered, they've got their starter pack, and their bonus is actually 5%. So they make a 30% profit plus a 5% bonus. So their bonus is 5%. Okay, and you actually get paid a bonus for helping that person, and the bonus that you get paid is the difference between the bonus they're on and the bonus you're on, which is obviously 10%. No, it's not, it's 13%. Okay, so if that person by themselves does their £1,000, euros, or dollars in personal business in the month by using the products, sharing the products, etc., okay, they're going to make their retail profit, but you're going to get paid a bonus for helping them and showing them what to do of 13% of that 1,000. So that's 130 pounds, euros, or dollars bonus for working with that assistant supervisor, and it's not coming out of their pocket, that's paid to you by the company. Okay, so that's the assistant supervisor. Now, let's say you've got another person in your team. Remember, you're a manager, so you've got 30 people in your team. Okay, and you've got a supervisor, and the supervisor might have 5 people in the team, 5 FBOs that all want to make an income. Okay, they're all going to be doing their 4 case credits, which is 1,000. So that would be 5,000 turnover in the month, pounds, euros, or dollars. And the supervisor is on an 8% bonus. Remember on the retail scale that we did, they make an 8% bonus. So the difference between that 8% and your 18 is 10%. So that means that you get paid a 10% bonus on all of that 5,000 turnover, which is obviously 500. So you're making 500 pounds, euros, or dollars per month per supervisor. Okay, and if you're working with 5 people and you help 5 people to get to supervisor, so times that 500 by 5, and it's already looking pretty sexy. Okay, so that's the supervisor. Now you've got somebody else that might be an assistant manager. Assistant manager might have 10 people in the team, 10 FBOs. And if you've got 10 FBOs that are 4 case credit active, then that's 10,000 turnover. And we've got lots of people that are doing more than 4 case credits a month, some of them on this presentation this evening. Okay, so the 4 case credits is the minimum. Okay, so the assistant manager is on a 13% bonus. They make a 30% profit plus a 13% bonus. Okay, so the difference between your 18 and their 13 is 5%. 5% of 10,000 is 500, similar to the supervisor. The only difference is you've got more case credits going on in this business because there's 10 FBOs doing 4 case credits, which is 40 case credits a month, compared to 5, which is 20. Okay, remember, you want as many case credits as possible to push you to the manager position. So 13%, so 500 per assistant manager. So the next thing is you're going to get someone, like this person is going to become a manager because that's what they want. They've gone through assistant supervisor, assistant manager. Now they want to be a manager like you. They want to earn what you're earning for doing what you're doing. Okay, so as a manager, they are going to be making an 18% bonus on everything that they do. Okay, so now we look at what's the difference between your 18 and their 18. It's not a lot, is it? It's 0%. So you cannot get paid a team building bonus on a manager. What you get is something much, much better, is a royalty bonus, which is the 3rd area of income. Okay, so if we go on to the 3rd area of income, remember this is all going on one piece of paper, okay, which is the royalty. The royalty bonus equates to over 90% of our income. Okay, 90% of our income we don't work for. We only work for 10% of our income. How nice is that? Where else can you go and get a job where you only have to work for 10? You only have to work 10% of your total income. So royalty means that you've helped somebody get to the manager position. So let's say this is you and you're a manager, and you help this person to become a manager in your team. Okay, so when that person is a manager like you, they know as much as you do. You don't have to do the basics with them anymore. You still support them, but it becomes a different type of support. Okay, and that's why we call it royalty, because what you can do now is you can go off and work with some other people. You don't need to work with that one. They don't need you anymore. What you need to do in this business is find 5 people that don't need you and sponsor them. Okay? Somebody told me that about, God, 40 years ago. Anyway, so we're going to base this presentation not on 30 people in the team. I'm going to keep it realistic, and we're going to base it on 20 FBOs in the manager business, each being 4 case credit active, which is a 20,000 turnover in that manager business, not 30. So we're talking about an average manager business. So that manager is doing 20,000 turnover, and Forever Living is going to pay you a 6% royalty bonus on that 20,000. 6% of 20,000 equals £1,200, euros or dollars per month. So if I said to you, each manager in your team with an average manager business is going to be worth 1,200 a month to you, how many of those managers would you like? Would you like 5? Would you like 25? You know, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but let me tell you something, you know, you can go manager yourself if you're just starting today within 6 months. You'll have a team of people that would also like to go manager within 6 months. So within 12 months, you can be a manager with several managers in your team if you focus. But you only have to do the basics. There's nothing complicated. It's just that you need to be consistent and you need to do the basics, okay, on a daily basis. And you need to involve the support of your upline as well. Don't try and do it by yourself. Now, what's going to happen is that this manager is going to see that you're earning 1,200 a month in royalty bonus for their manager business. So what are they going to do? They're going to also create 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 managers as well over a period of time. And let's assume that that manager business is also doing 20,000 a month in turnover, 20 people doing 1,000 a month each. That's 20 people being 4 case credit active. That's the basics of our business. And the company is going to pay you a 3% royalty bonus on that manager business. 3% is half of 6%, half of 1,200 is 600. So it's so easy, it's so simple. So now you're getting paid 600 pounds, euros, or dollars per month on a second generation manager that you probably don't have a lot of contact with. I mean, how exciting is that? And it might be, it probably will be over the course of a year or two that this manager is going to create several of those managers, because each one's going to be worth to them 1,200, but to you 600. So if they create 4 managers, that's going to be 2,400 a month for you on second generation managers. So that's a second generation manager, and the company pay actually down to 3 generations of managers, and then it cuts off. So this third generation manager is also doing 20,000 a month, okay? And the company is going to pay you 2% of that, which is actually 400 pounds, euros, or dollars per month on a manager that could be in another country, doesn't live anywhere near you. You probably speak to them from time to time, but you're getting paid 400 a month per manager. Now, let me show you something. Let's say that you help 5 people, 5 of these, to get to the manager position. Let me tell you, that would create a 6-figure income for you. What it would also do is motivate the hell out of those people looking at you earning 6 figures and say, well, if Junior can do it, I can do it, for God's sake. So they go out and each each of those 5 create 5 managers over a period of time. What if it took 5 years or 10 years? You know, so that means you've got 25 managers on your second generation. 25 times 600. Seriously, I mean, that's how Jane Leach earns more than $1 million a year, because she's developing managers who develop managers who develop managers. And if these 25 managers create 5 managers each, that's 125 managers that you times 400 per month. This is the potential of this business. This is why I get so excited about the marketing plan. And guys, you know, this is not rocket science. It's not difficult to learn. You can learn one of the 4 boxes at a time until you can recite all 4 boxes in a presentation, and in 30 minutes show somebody on a piece of paper or a napkin how to make money in this business. Seriously. So that's the 3rd area of income, and it gets better. Okay. By the way, what I didn't do was add up the 3 generations of manager there, which add up on that one leg to 2,200 a month. So again, let me ask you the question: if you've got a manager leg, you know, which is 3 deep, and you're getting paid 2,200 a month, and that's an average manager leg, not above average, how many of those would you like? Because you can have 5, you can have 10, you can have as many as you like. Okay, so the 4th area of income are the incentives, the goodies, the things that they just add on. And the first one of those is international travel. And with international travel, you know, when you get to the manager position, you can start to qualify for these incentives. You got to get to manager first. Another good reason to get there. Okay, and you know, there are 2 main international travel trips. You've got the Eagle Manager trip. I won't go into that right now. And you've got the World Rally, which is a 5-star, all expenses paid trip for 2 people, including spending money and goodies you get given. You know, and you go to a different place in the world every year. Rosita and I, for 27 years, have qualified for that every year. We've been to some amazing places that we would never, ever have gone to as a bonus to building the business, creating the income, which is giving us the lifestyle. And on top of that, we get to travel fully paid for, 5-star, paid for by the company. I mean, how exciting is that? The second thing, so that's the first one. The second one is the Forever to Drive. Which is affectionately known as the car plan. And again, once you get to the manager position and you start to help people in your team to get to the manager position, you'll qualify for level 1 of the car plan, which is about £250 a month. Okay, they don't give you the car, they give you the money, and most people spend that money on a car. And you can get yourself a private number plate and, you know, show off and flash off and let people see that you're successful. Okay, so and the second level is £375 a month, I believe. And then as your business gets bigger, certainly by the time you've helped 5 people get to managers, you're already earning 100 grand a year. And now they're going to start paying you 525 a month as well towards a car on top of that. Plus you go on the international travel trips. Plus, you're probably going to qualify for the 3rd incentive, which is, it's actually called Chairman's Bonus. But for writing it down, it's much shorter for me to say profit share, because that's what it is. What Forever Living do is they take 3% of the annual turnover of the company, not the profit of the company, the annual turnover. So last year that was 2.6 billion with a B. So last year they took 3% of $2.6 billion, put it in a kitty, and shared it out between all the managers that qualified for a share of that. And how much they got is determined by how much they qualified. So if you work harder and you qualify more, you get a bigger check. If you help people in your team to qualify, then what they earn in your team is added to what you earn. So that gives you a bigger check. So the bonuses that were paid out this year at Abu Dhabi at the rally, the lowest one was about $4,000, and the highest one was over $1 million paid to somebody that has helped lots of people get to the manager position. So as well as earning all those royalty bonuses on the manager and earning well over $1 million a year, you know, on their Forever Living business, they also get on top of that an annual bonus of over $1 million as well. But even if you know, when you just start off and you get $4,000, I mean, you know, in your last job, how much bonus did you get at Christmas? You know? So if you imagine this all on one piece of paper now, the 4 squares, you know, we're talking about, yeah, and we're talking about the retail profit, you know, 30 to 48%. We're talking about the team building bonus, 5 to 13% on every single person in your team who's not a manager. And then we talk about the royalty bonus, helping people to get to the position you're at. You know, and let's say, excuse me, the royalty bonus is somewhere between 1,000 and 3,000 pounds, euros, or dollars per month per manager. Being totally realistic, how many of those would you like? And on top of that, the bonuses of the incentives, you get paid to travel around the world. For 2 people, 5-star flights, hotel, and spending money. So many times we've come back with money still in our pockets because Forever Living pay for most of it anyway when you're out there. And then you've got the profit share. So basically, you know, this is our marketing plan. This is how we make money. And, you know, what I would say now, if I was presenting this to a prospect on a piece of paper, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your interest level in getting started? And, you know, if you've done it right, it's going to be more than 7 or 8. And so that's the power, guys, of being able to do that presentation. I'm not saying that you should be able to do it now. What I am saying is that use the videos and the links that we've got in the GLC groups. But while you're building the business, you know, be a sponge, be a learner. You know, learn as much as you can about the profession that you're in. This is a profession. We are professionals. Get yourself to a position where you can show somebody what I just showed you. And it wasn't difficult. You know, it just comes automatically, but you've got to practice, practice, practice. And the advantages of being able to do what I just did on a piece of paper to somebody, the advantages far outweigh the advantages that you've got of just sending somebody a link to a video. Obviously, at the moment, you need to use the videos. You need to use the tools to build your business. But as you build the business, you are going to grow as a leader. I mean, I just love doing it. You know, it's like, it's good fun. It's very motivational. It's very impressive when you're talking to somebody and they can see that you know what you're talking about. It helps you to understand where you need to put your time to make the most money, which is why you're in the business. And that is what the marketing plan is. We try and keep things as simple and as duplicatable as possible. Okay, what I've just done is basically around that. It's all about the same thing, but it just helps you to see the structure of it.
The first time you did this was the first time I ever really understood the compensation plan.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, it's just you know, it's really straightforward, and it's as you say, it's very exciting. Very exciting.
It is very exciting, and I think that you know, for you guys and everybody watching the recording of this presentation, I'm not going to repeat myself. I've already said the importance of, you know, being able to do that, and it's not the be all and end all. If you're, I mean, for me personally, you know, I love to get into it. I love, you know, when it's showtime, for instance, you know, we love to do a presentation, but not everybody's like that, you know, and so, you know, and if that's you, you can just show them the recording. You can send them the link. What I am saying is that if you've got intentions of becoming a leadership manager in Forever Living, that means that you're going to be a senior manager, a soaring manager earning a six-figure income, a sapphire manager, or whatever, then you should be able to easily be able to learn that and be able to present it to somebody on a piece of paper in a coffee bar and get them signed up.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, just like that. So unless you've got any questions, we'll wrap it up there, guys, because I'm conscious of the time. Have you got any questions relating to what we've just been talking about?
No, just say thank you for going through it again.
Yeah, very clear. As I say, very clear.
It's very clear. Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.